world that thousands of people are a part of, a subculture which cannot be explained but opens the doors to another reality. For some it's a bit of fun, for others it's part of who they are. This documentary explores the unseen world of fandom and dedicated fanatics. We visited Nostalgia and Comics, a popular comic store based in Birmingham city centre.
Well, we've been celebrating Free Comic Book Day for the last 4 years. It's a global event. It's a way to get more people reading different comics. It's a way for people to like to dip into comics.
My favourite comic would probably be The Umbrella Academy, mainly because it being one of my favourite bands, My Chemical Romance, Gerard Way's the lead singer, his comic, so that's basically what got me into comics in the first place, and then from that my older brother basically got me into other comics.
Well, I'm generally more Marvel, so I like things like Captain America, Spider-Man, X-Men I'm really into as well.
I would have to say it's like choosing between your favourite children, but my favourite has always been Batman.
I am a huge Marvel fan, and I love the Avengers, and Captain America does have like a very special place in my heart.
Probably Spider-Man, to be honest. I read more manga than like comics. My favourite manga is probably like Naruto, Bleach and all that.
I like Spider-Man. It's pretty sick.
Well, it's wonderful to have fans come and see you at a signing. It's just nice to have that direct appreciation. One of the most brilliant things about working in comics is you get an immediate comeback from people about what you've done.
People love like the fantasy of it because like everybody wishes they had like some kind of like super thing about them, don't they? And you can't get any more super than a superhero. Everybody wants to be good, or they want to be bad and be super villains, you know. I don't know which is cooler actually. Sometimes the super villains are really awesome.
It's a good bit of escapism, and I draw comics as well, so I'm invested into it, so try and keep up to date with things like that.
I've got about 100 odd supers, so I want to do it when I'm older, so drawing.
I'm actually writing one of my own. It's going to be called Even Destruction, so I'm trying to sort of like keep my mind open and, you know, yeah.
Images can move people so quickly, quicker than prose even, and the way that people will adopt a character and stay with that character for their lifetime. I know Flash fans who've been following the Flash since they were 12, you know, and now in their 70s. No, that can't be true, but because that's too long a time chronologically. However, I know. What I'm saying is I know Flash fans who've been at it a long time. Can I stop talking now? Oh.
The thing I enjoy most about comics is the storytelling. I like the kind of fantasy element and the escapism. They're always grounded in some sort of reality, themes that you can relate to, whether it's kind of loss or some kind of guilt to deal with. When I was little, Spider-Man was a big favourite of mine. That was my favourite hero. I had hundreds and hundreds of Spider-Man comics. Now I'm into Batman, mainly. That's my favourite, and Superman, and a few kind of less well-known ones, kind of Sandman. What I'm currently reading is this title. It's called All-Star Superman. It's intended for people who've never read comic books before, specifically Superman stories, because the stories have such a long continuity and kind of backstory. It can be quite complex to just kind of start picking up and reading it, you get a bit lost. So they started stories again from scratch for new fans, but they tried to kind of take elements from the story of Superman that's going back to the 40s and kind of incorporate it all into kind of a new, kind of modern, quite different take on the character.
Every year, budding fans travel to Sutton Coldfield to share their love for Yu-Gi-Oh! The regional tournament, now in its 9th consecutive year, allows fans to battle it out for the title of Yu-Gi-Oh! Champion.
If
events I've been running for about 8-9 years now. Yeah, started them off fairly small, being about 20 sort of players. Then it up to events like today, where you get about 80 to 100 players. These only happen about once a year. But yeah, I mean, started off small, it just grew and grew from there.
The event, it's a regional, Euro qualifier, and I'm participating because I've been out of the game for about 3 years, and I want to get experience and some practicing before a national tournament, which is in about 3 weeks from now.
The tournament consists of several rounds, with many players competing in couples. Each round lasts roughly 45 intense minutes. Their decks are placed on the table and they take it in turns to draw cards. The one with the most points at the end wins the round.
Well, it's difficult to say why people become fans, why people have this particular attachment. A lot of theorists, a number of theorists, particularly Abercrombie and Longhurst, they were interested in how there might be different levels of fandom. So you'd have someone who's got a more intense level of attachment than another fan. I think the internet has really played an important part in the development of fandom, particularly over the past 15 years or so. You can also start to see people selling fan-produced material online. You can go onto eBay and look at some of the fan-produced art that exists. So I think when we look at fans, it's best not to see them as these crazed individuals who are obsessed with a particular star or a particular program, but as an organised group of individuals who have a high level of devotion or a high level of admiration for something that interests them and something that a period of leisure that they wish to pursue. I think it's easy to say that perhaps we're all a fan of something.
Stop talking about comic books or I'll kill you. I don't care if the Hulk could defeat the Man of Steel. I'm gonna rearrange your face if you continue to debate whether Logan's claws could pierce Steve Rogers' shield. I just couldn't care less if they bring back Kraven. And I don't care if Spider-Man's a clone.